Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're gonna do full body sculpts. Today I have lighter and heavier weights because we're gonna get in some of those smaller muscle groups. And this is a dog with a funny haircut. Don't make fun of him. So we're gonna start in child's pose here. So bring those big toes together, knees out wide about hip width or maybe a little farther if that feels good to you. And then let those glutes sit back towards your heels as you reach your fingertips out, pressing down into the mat with each one, kind of finding some space in those side bodies, in your shoulder blades, and then bring that breath all the way into that belly. Lower abdomen filling up, and then let it out. Inhale, exhale, let everything out your mouth. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale, let everything out. You have the option to start moving into your Ujjayi breath. Slight restriction to your back of your throat. Inhaling, exhaling, bringing the tongue to the roof of your mouth will help you get there. And when you're ready, we're gonna plant our elbows down, get those shoulders right over and rise up. So your knees are still wide here. You're tucking this pelvis in, so you're nice and braced at your core, gazing forward and down, and then you're gonna inhale, exhale, push back, sit back towards those heels, keep those elbows grounded and keep that pelvic tucked. Moving back and forth here, just for a couple more breaths. Kind of working our way into something here. We're building. Keep pressing those fingertips down. One more here. Maybe you're finding a little bit of space in those hips. And then when you're ready, you're going to step those knees in so they're right underneath those hips. And then we're going to gaze forward, and then we're going to move in and out of our cat-cows here. So inhale up. Bring those hips up, that gaze forward, and then exhale, tuck that chin, press into those elbows, those forearms, find space between your shoulder blades, and just move in and out of these. Kind of thinking about opening up those shoulder blades, that back, and then opening up that chest, getting into your hips a little bit here. One more breath here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna rise up into our tabletop. So again, brace at that core, get nice and stable. And then when you're ready, we're gonna just bring up this right leg about 90 degrees, keep that foot flexed, balance your weight out evenly, and just take a couple hip circles here. Keep that gaze forward and down, and keep breathing. We're gonna switch directions when you're ready. And then we're gonna kick that right heel all the way out, flexing that foot. And we're gonna bring it into that tricep. You can bring it into your elbow. If you can't quite get there, that's okay too. But if you can squeeze it up to the tricep, go ahead and go for it. Two more. One more. This one, we're gonna hold, keep it tight here, press into those fingertips for 3, 2, 1, kick it out. Bring it all the way across, so you're coming behind that left leg, and then up, and then squeeze it in. Cross, up, squeeze. Keep that core nice and braced. Keep that gaze forward, not behind you. We're here for 2 more. One more. Now we're gonna kick this all the way back. We're gonna kick through that right heel, and then we're gonna step this all the way on the outside of this right hand. So we're just gonna get into this a little more. You're gonna come to the outside of that pinky toe if that feels good, getting in this hip just a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and walk it back. Keep that left hip pulled back, getting in this right hamstring a little bit. Keep that foot flexed, square your hips, chest forward. And then when you're ready, we're gonna come forward, and you're gonna end up with that knee right above that hip. And you're kind of in this box squats that, if you've been with me before, we've kind of done these. So we're just gonna sink into this. Come center, and then step it out. Center, step it to the outside of your mat, sink into it. 2 more on each thing, out, just called a thing, sink, and then out. Come back to center, plant your hands, step back into that tabletop again, tuck your toes. This time we're gonna come to that hover tabletop, and then you're just gonna tap it down. Keep pressing those fingertips in the mat, keep those shoulders over your wrists, and just a little bit of moving here, just coming up a couple inches, maybe even just an inch. Keep breathing. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring those knees down gently, and then when you're ready, you're gonna kick out this left heel into your fire hydrant, and then you're just gonna take those hip circles here. Keep bracing at the core, keep that gaze forward, and then when you're ready, you're gonna switch directions. Keep moving here, keep breathing, and then when you're ready, you're gonna kick that all the way out through your left heel, and then we're gonna bring it into that tricep if you can, or that elbow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time you're gonna hold. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Kick it all the way out. Cross over that right leg. Bring it back up. Crunch it in. Kick out. Inhale, exhale, and the crunch. We're here for 3, 2, doing great. Keep that gaze forward. Keep that brace core. 1. Kick it all the way out, and then step it all the way to the outside of that left hand, and then we're going to roll onto that pinky side of that toe if that feels okay. Otherwise, you can just keep your foot planted and sink into it a little bit. Also going to get into your hips just at a different angle. Then when you're ready, you're going to plant that foot, walk it back for a half split. Pull that left hip back, take a breath, roll forward, bring that knee right above that hip. Gonna sink into this hip, step it out. Forward, side. Good job. Keep that chest kind of squared forward with your mat. 2 more here. 1 more here. Good job. When you're ready, you're gonna come back to center, plant those hands, step back, and you're gonna tuck your toes. We're gonna come into that hover, so make sure that shoulders are out, your fingertips are fanned out, pressing into the mat. Then we're gonna step it out and step it in. Switch sides with the foot that the knee or whatever that you're leading with, the leg, the whole leg. And then just kind of really stay stable in that upper body. Make sure that the chest is still coming forward, the gaze is forward and down. Very controlled here. We're here for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stay in plank here for 5, 4, push to those heels, the crown of the head, 2, 1. And we're gonna turbocharge this down dog here for now. So get on the balls of your feet, sink into it, get a nice straight back, and deep bend in those knees. Let that chest sink down, and then we're just gonna come straight into a plank. Push back, exhale, inhale into that plank. Push back, sit deep in those glutes, come forward. Keep going here. Glasses don't work for this. Press back, come forward. Bring those wrists right underneath those shoulders. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Push back. This time we're gonna step towards our hands. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach, exhale. Let that left hand come over to the side. Reach over to that left side, lengthening on the right side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Find that left side body. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back into plank, turbocharge. So again, chest sinks deep in that squat, come forward. We're here for 5. Keep pressing into those fingertips. Keep your hands where they are. 3, feet, 2, 2, 1. We're gonna hold here for 3, 2, 1. Turbocharge. Walk those hands forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach. Exhale, cactus. Good job. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back in your plank. Here, we're gonna add on here. So come into a good plank, and then when you're ready, we're gonna turbocharge. Come forward. Let's do 2 more here. And then you have your add-on here. Turbocharge. This time we're gonna jump up, reach up, come back down. Jump back, turbocharge, jump up, reach up, back down, plank, turbocharge, come up. We're gonna do 2 more here. Getting all warmed up, getting nice and toasty. Plank, turbocharge, hop, come up, excuse me. Step back, sorry. And then turbocharge. And then when you're ready, you're gonna step or hop towards the front, meet in your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Go ahead and come back down. Step back into plank this time and hold here for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add on again. This time, turbocharge. We're gonna do 3 turbocharges to plank. Turbocharge, plank. Be strong in your plank. Keep those wrists under your shoulders. Keep pressing on those hands. Now we're gonna do 3 hops. Hop, up, back, plank, turbocharge, up. 1 more. Turbocharge, up, and back to plank. Turbocharge. This time we're gonna hop up, jump up, back down, plank, turbocharge, jump up. So we're gonna do 4 more of these. 4. Give it a little hop. Get into full plank before you turbocharge. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Come up. This time we're gonna come back into plank. Push into a regular downward facing dog, so sink into it a little bit. Deep inhale, and then exhale, bend your knees. Come forward, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Ooh, hands to heart, we're gonna grab our weights. So let's go heavier. You can always drop down if you want. Feel it out for yourself. I'm starting to feel that cardio there with the allergies. It's a good combo. So go ahead and come into your Tadasana, your mountain pose, and then when you're ready, you're just gonna step back your right foot. Get your left hip pulled back, and then we're gonna find a hinge here. So long line from your heel to the top of your head, and then when you're ready, we're just gonna come down, hammer curl, up, hinge back. So bring slow and controlled hammer curl. We are pressing into the triceps as we come into that long line, hinging forward, not back. Come down to a hover. Really keep your feet solid. Keep that left hip pulled back and keep hugging in those inner thighs. Squeeze into those triceps. Ooh. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into that hover so your body's lined up, straight line. Here at that deep knee bend, pull that left hip back. And then we're just gonna come into some regular curls here. Stay solid. You can always adjust yourself if you need it into a more stable position. Keeping that back knee at a hover. Ooh. Keep breathing, keep that gaze forward, chest forward. Keep hugging those inner thighs in together. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna sink a little bit deeper if you can, and we're gonna bring the weights in front and under. So switching it out, those elbows are in tight, weights are coming out. Really stay stable and strong in that body. We're here for 5, 4, keep those wrists nice and strong lined up with your forearm. 1, keep them in close. Then we're gonna bring them back to that hammer shape. Bringing weights down by your side. Toe tap, press up. Back down your shoulders, bring those weights back down. Toe tap, come up. So you can stay here. This is an option if you're feeling really stable, you want a little more of a challenge, take your time. If you want to bring that knee up, you have that option. We're not here for too much longer. We're here for 5. Play with it a little bit. You can always switch back to the toe tap if you want. 3, or try to lift your legs if you're not there yet. Figure it out. Gotta feel it out for your own body. Okay, come back to that lunge. Bring those weights down, step back into your plank. Turbocharge, jump up, curl, press. Back down, plank, turbocharge, curl, press. So we're here for 8 more. Really think about coming into that full plank, having those shoulders over your wrists. Your wrists are strong, lined up with your forearms. Whew. We're here for 3 more. 3. Whew. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Come all the way up. Go ahead and get rid of your weights for a sec. We're gonna jog it out. So you're gonna jump rope, do whatever. Just keep moving here for a moment. Ooh. And then when you're ready, we're gonna reverse it a little bit. So we're gonna come in to about hip width, sit back, jump, plant down, step back into plank, jump, back, jump, back, jump. So we're not really turbocharging this time. We're just coming into our plank and then jumping up. Got 2 more. 1 more. Go ahead and jog it out for a sec. Oh, deep inhale, exhale. Grab your weights. Come into your Tadasana when you're ready. This time we're gonna step back our left foot into that high lunge. Pull that right hip back. Find that long line. Take a breath here. Slow it down. Curl, hammer, hammer, curl. Keep that long line, press back, and then when you're ready, come down, sinking that back knee, pressing forward. Good job. Keep holding that, squaring those hips, and then pressing into the tricep. Again, if you need to adjust yourself, do it. And you're just keeping that tailbone and that crown of the head kind of in line with each other. Keep pressing. We're here for 4. Squeeze those triceps. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and sink that back knee. Bring the biceps out, and we're just going to take a regular curl while we're down here. So you are holding this. It doesn't have to be at your lowest hover. We'll have a chance to get lower here. Keep that chest and chin forward and keep curling. Ooh, we're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that resistance. 1. If you can get lower, come with me. And then we're gonna go, first we'll go in front and over. So switching out the directions, keep those elbows in tight, bringing that weight out. Ooh, we're here for 5, 4, 3, keep hugging those thighs in, 2, 1, 1 more, sorry. Keep those elbows in tight and then press it up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find that long line again. Then when you're ready, you're gonna step forward, bring it up, press up, back, hover, curl, press. So really light on that left foot, really stable on that right. And then if you want, and you're ready for it, you can bring that left knee up, step back, hover. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm so snotty with this. Allergies are a thing. The struggle is real. So 4, 3, maybe an inside class would have been better. 2, hover if you can. 1, and then bring those weights all the way down. Hold your plank here for a sec. Deep inhale. And then when you're ready, we're just gonna come up, jump up, come to that press. Back down, straight to your forward hop. Keep going. Press, exhale on the way up. Inhale. We're here for 5. Woo. 4, 3, keep going, you got this. Sometimes I'm just cheering myself on. 2, 1. Go ahead and press up, come back down, lose the weights, and come into the little joggers or jump rope if that feels better to you. Slow it down. Deep breath. Woo. Keep going. Keep jumping, keep jumping. Okay, now we're gonna take a deep inhale, exhale. Go ahead and come to your jump squats here. Jump, plant your hands, step back, turbocharge, jump up. Whew. Jump up, plank, jump up. We're here on 4, 7. Keep that chin and chest up. 6, 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3. Got this. 2. Come on, one more. 1. Come up. Grab your lighter weights if you have them, or if you want to keep with the heavy. It's up to you. We're going to get into some smaller groups here. This time we're going to come into our Tadasana, and then we're just going to step back, or mountain pose, and I'm just going to step back that right foot here. And then when you're ready, we're going to take that hinge. So make sure that knee's still over the ankle, the left hip's pulling back. And I'm actually going to switch my weights out, start with heavier and then go lighter, but totally up to you. We're going to come in to some squeezes here for our shoulders. So just a wide squeeze here. So a little strong with those wrists again. Squeezing, you have a nice long line from your tailbone to your head. Squeeze, resist on the way down. Muscles are pulling and pulling, pulling in one direction, pulling in the other. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to step my other foot forward so they're lined up with each other. I'm going to switch out my weights here and then stepping back. So if you want to keep with the heavier weights, good for you. I'm going to bring this back knee in like we were before. Left hip pulls back. You're coming to that hover. Elbows are straight out, and we're just going to come into some flies here. So out to 90 degrees. Think about those lower ribs. They're going to want to push out. I'm not going to let them. I'm going to tuck those right in next to those, cinching in into those hips, bracing at my core. We're here for 5, 4, slow it down, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring those heads of those weights together. You're still at 90 degrees in this press fly, and we're just gonna pulse it up. So squeeze those elbows in. You don't need to come down or up very far. Feel this burn here. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pulling that left hip back. Keep that hover. Keep that core braced. We're here 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring those weights down. You're gonna plant your heel down by your side, sorry. Plant your heel, and then all 10 toes are gonna come to the side of your mat. I'm gonna switch directions so you guys can see me here. And then you can lose the weights at any point. I'm gonna come into a deep squat, press up. And if you're losing the weights, or if you're losing the weights, you can come into a little hop. We're gonna get there either way. So keep pressing those knees out towards those toes. All 10 toes are coming in towards the side of your mat. Bringing this weight up over your head. Good job. Stay, that core is strong. Keep that weight back in your heels and your glutes. We're here for 5, 4, putting the weights down in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and get in that deep squat. Put those weights down. Bring your hands down and jump it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come back towards that front foot. Frame it. Step back into your plank. We're going to switch it up a little bit here. So come down to your forearms. Get those shoulders over your elbows. Press into your heels and lengthen through your head. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to tap those knees in, push them out. Sort of like what we started with, but keeping more in this plank with your forearms really connected. You can either intertwine your fingers or you can place your hands down the mat. It's up to you. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, 1. We're going to roll over to the right side. And then you can stack your feet, or you can stagger them, or you can drop that bottom knee if you want. We're just going to pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand to your ear. Bring it down to that wrist or elbow. 5, 4. Keep squeezing up those obliques. 2, 1. Come to your other side. Left comes down. Shoulder goes over that elbow. Stack your feet or do whatever you feel best. And then come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand to that ear, holding this squeeze on this left side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back onto your forearms and then come up for your high plank. You're going to turbocharge and then hop forward when you're ready. Ooh, and then I'm going to grab my weights. You can grab your heavier ones again. That's what I'm going to start with. And then when we're ready, we're just going to step back the left foot this time. So right hip pulls back. This time we're going to come in some narrow rows. So get that nice long line first. Hinge forward. And then we're going to bring them up, squeezing those elbows in tight. And then kind of resisting on the way down. Muscles pull. That's what they do. So you're pulling them towards you, and then you're resisting, pulling them away. So different muscles as you work, but things are working. So take your time. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades together at the top. Keep those wrists nice and strong for yourself. Ooh. Just keep squeezing. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to step my foot forward. I'm going to go lighter. You can go, keep heavy again. Then I'm going to step back and come into that hover. Keeping my elbows in tight. These weights are going to come down towards your side. Keep stable. Hug those inner thighs in together. And then you can come out. So if you have the heavier weights, as always, you can bend those knees or bend those elbows into 90 degrees. If you have a lighter weight, then you can extend them a little further, getting a little into those deltoids. Either way, challenging. Keep pulling that left hip back. Keep that hover. Keep hugging those inner thighs in together. Chest up, chin up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you're gonna bend your elbows if you're not there already, and we're gonna bring them down and back up. So you're bringing right in front of you and up. Down is right in front, up. Okay, keep it 90 degrees. Keep hugging those inner thighs together. Keep those lower ribs in. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights to heart. Go ahead and plant that back foot, and then all 10 toes are gonna come to the side of your mat. You're gonna come into that squat again, and you're gonna come into these presses. So if you're over the weights and you wanna get a little more cardio before we hit it again, it's up to you, but what I wanna make sure is that your weight's back on your heels. You're gonna lift your toes up, but then go ahead and plant them down for a little stability here. Ooh. Exhale on the way up. 2, 1. Go ahead and bring it up. Get in that deep squat, lose those weights, bring both hands, and we're gonna shoot up. Shoot. 8, keep it going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Go ahead and bring that front foot again in your low lunge. Step back, and then when you're ready, come down into your forearm. Elbows under wrists, shoulders, not wrists. And then push through those heels. Deep inhale, exhale. We're gonna tap and push back. Tap your knees or come to a hover, push back. You always have the option to come to your knees if this ever feels like too much for your back. The forearms plank really helps isolate the core. We're here for 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to start on the left side, so get that shoulder over the wrist, and then when you're ready, we're going to hover, squeeze up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that hover, squeeze that left side, bring that hand to the ear. 5, 4, 3, elbow tap, 2, 1. Come all the way over to the right side. Check yourself parallel with the mat. With the arm, come and stack those feet or wherever you are, and then come up to that pulse. 5, 4, good job. 3, 2, almost there. 1, bring that hand to the ear. 5, keep that oblique nice and high. 2 more. Come to the forearms, then to the plank. Then we're gonna push into a downward facing dog. Deep inhale, exhale. You're gonna bend your knees, come all the way through for a seated position. Roll down, grab your heavy dumbbell or 2 of your smaller ones. And then we're gonna plant those heels, chest up, take a breath, and then we're gonna come side to side. So these are twists. You're gonna keep your knees kind of parallel with each other, chest up, chin up, moving side to side. You're almost done here. Really just give it your all. Feel good about the effort that you made. You should, because these are not supposed to be easy. They're supposed to be super challenging. The fact that you even came to your mat is awesome. Good job, self. So keep moving here. Keep that belly button in the spine. Keep that nice, strong back core. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll roll all the way down. We're gonna bring our heels in. Our knees are gonna stay like close to each other as well, so you're not splaying out. And then we're gonna push up and come back down. Push up, come back down. So I want you to do a couple more of these like so. So pushing into your chest. We're here for 5, 4. Then we're gonna hold at the top of this. 3, 2, 1. You could bring your elbows in tight. They're coming right above your shoulders. And then we're just gonna hold the squeeze up top and then press up into it. So keep those elbows right over those shoulders, pressing into your triceps here. keep that squeeze going. And then we're gonna keep doing this, and you have the option to stay here, or you can squeeze those knees in together and then back out. Getting in those inner thighs a little more, those abductors. Just keep that glute hold here. You can slow it down if you want to focus, if you feel like you're starting to lose focus on your arms, but keep this tension in your glutes and in your triceps as much as possible. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, putting the weight down in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna roll that spine all the way down, connect that pelvis, pressing it down into the mat as you lift your feet up to about 90 degrees. Then we're gonna bring our hands behind your head. You're gonna come up for a crunch. Let's just do 10 here. So hold those legs where they are. Keep that pelvis tucked down. I just want you to feel it out. We're here for 5, chin and chest, chin off of chest, elbows wide. 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna tap as we hold this hover. So your neck and head are hovering. You're tapping each heel, slow and controlled, keeping those feet, those legs at 90. And then keeping that pelvis pressed down in the mat. If you feel your lower back leaving, just don't tap, just come up to a deeper hover. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your head, place your right hand on top of that thigh. Actually, let's do both here for a moment. Really ignite that lower core. And then when you're ready, you're gonna extend your left arm and kick out your left foot. And we're gonna come in for a crunch. So you're holding that right side, holding that resistance, so you're 90 degrees, that knee's right above your hip. And then we're just coming in for these crunches on the left side. We're here for 5, 4, inhale, 3, keep that back down in the mat. 2, you can always kick your leg out further if you want. 1, go ahead and press into both legs. And then when you're ready, extend your right side. 10, inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, press that back down in the mat. 5, 4, inhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Last thing, squeeze everything in, extend everything out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good job, you're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, stretch those toes out one direction, your fingers the other. Deep breath. One more. Bring those knees and press that back down again, and windshield wiper back and forth for a moment. Loosening up that back, and then bring those knees in, side to side, little back massage. And then when you're ready, drop that left foot, bring that right over for a figure 4. Keep that foot flexed, place your hand, place your hand on your inner thigh, roll side to side. And you can leave your head and neck down and squeeze this whole shape in either by your shin or your hamstring. Keep flexing through that left heel. When you're ready, you're gonna switch it out here. So left goes over, place that hand on the inner thigh. Keep that back connected to the mat. And then if you want it, you can bring that whole shape in. Giving that left foot flex this time. Go ahead and release both legs. Rock and roll. Come to a seated position. And then thank yourself for coming to the mat because you killed it and you're here still. So good job. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining. See you soon.